Hi.
Hi.
What's
Hi.
up?
How
I've
are
always
you? I'm so
wondered.
glad. One
I've
sec.
always
Hold on. Hold
wondered
on.
how this works. Like, how do
This,
people add and like?
yeah. It's a little complicated, but once you're on it, then it's like sorted. You're like hands-free, hopefully, so you don't have to hold your phone and all of that.
Yeah, all hands free.
Yeah, you can hear me and see me clearly.
Very
So this
clearly.
is your first Insta live, isn't it?
I think it's my first Insta live with someone. Like,
Huh.
I've never done this.
Like an
So that's
interview.
cool. Yeah.
Yes, I'm so glad. I have to tell you, the minute I put up the poster that you're coming on, I got a
Mm-hmm.
lot of messages, and I was like, my God, this girl has
I
people
hope
who
it's a
love
good
her,
one.
man.
I
No, good
hope
one.
it's all good ones.
No, really good ones. Young boys and girls who was thrilled that you're going to come on. One of the boys, he wrote to me and he said, "We are part of Parvathy's army." I was like,
Whoa.
wow.
I
I mean,
actually
in a
know
very
these
good way.
guys.
Huh?
I mean, I wouldn't want anything to be an army at any point unless
Yeah.
that's a bit harsh. But I've met some of them at events, and these are all
Yeah.
extremely warm people, and I'm very grateful for them.
Yeah, they're confidants and they're fans and they're people who
Yeah,
genuinely, I'm guessing, love your work and follow your work,
yeah.
which is fabulous. Yeah, listen, it is so nice to see you.
I
I've been a film writer for a long time now, and this is not how I wanted to do my first interview with you. I'm also Malayali, and I've followed up on your work and I've watched most of your films, and I was like, damn it, I have to meet Parvathy like this. But tough
No.
times.
COVID, pandemic, it's okay.
Yeah,
I've read
yeah.
some of your pieces, and I mean, at some point I was an anchor, so maybe a little bit of that is still left in me.
Maybe.
You've directed movies, Divya?
I have done a couple of short films, yeah.
Her
Trying.
first time, and what was that? What was the second one called?
So there's her first time, and there's Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen is not out yet.
Yeah, I would love to watch
Yeah.
those. Please send me links if possible. Just like.
When I'm doing yoga or when I'm doing an interview.
It's okay. I put
We'll call him back.
mine on like flight mode. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we'll call him. I'll call him. We'll call him back. I'll call him back. Daddy, no. So you feel like, oh shit, we cut his call.
I know.
Okay. Yes, I will. I'm actually just editing Dancing Queen currently, and I will send it to you. Hopefully, you like it. But listen, I'm so glad that you're here to speak with us. First of all, tell me, how have the last couple of weeks been for you? It's been difficult on all of us, but tell me how you've been treating it.
Hey, I'm one of the many fortunate people who has a beautiful house and a space for myself with almost everything that I could want. All my books are here, my laptop's working, all the gadgets have not given up on me, so my work is going on. I'm constantly in touch with my family and friends. So
Yeah.
I honestly, to be honest, कैसे बोलूं यार, like pandemic से पहले, if I was taking a break,
Yeah.
this is exactly what my life would look like.
Understood.
Like, stepping out is not exactly high on the agenda. Like, maybe going out even like in 15 days, twice or thrice is still a job to step out of the house for me when I'm taking a break. So this is very reminiscent of a break time for me. So that way it's been actually very cool, except the travel ban is the part where I feel
restrained.
Restrained, because I am a traveler. I like more than the traveling. I think I like the option. I think when it was a voluntary thing, it was fine, but when it was like so that
the option to be able to plan a holiday, even if you don't make that holiday, it's therapeutic to just plan it.
So even like holidays is like all my friends are all over the place, right? They all are like all over India or in different countries, and so sometimes I just take a flight and go see them. So this is one of the best things about not really having a base anywhere, is that I can go live with any of them at any point or during my break. So that is one thing I would have loved, but see, that's one of the first world problems. Like, so I'm like so very grateful for everything, just counting my blessings, learning how not to complain. So it's actually not being bad, and I'm very grateful that most of the people I know, immediate circles, family, and everyone are safe and healthy. So
fantastic, and so great to watch yourself and you're spending some time with yourself alone, right? Because
Yeah.
how many of us do that, and how many times do we do it, especially with the kind of lives we lead?
Yeah, you're right. But I feel like the living alone part I've done a lot, so I'm pretty used to that. But I feel like my friends are like always with me, like because of technology. Like we are like in a constant conversation thread. ठीक है, like so अकेलापन महसूस नहीं हो रहा है because it's been like everyone's there and I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah, so grateful everyone's there, everyone's safe. Have you been indulging in anything specific over the past few weeks to sort of keep yourself, or the work you're talking about, is it writing, or what is it that you've been doing?
So writing, yes, I've been writing, and I've been just prepping for my directorial debut, which hopefully would be next year if all things go really well. But so there are about 3 subjects in mind, and one I'm co-writing too, which I'm not at the liberty of speaking about yet, but I'm co-writing, which is what is taking most of the time right now. And beautifully so, because I have not worked with someone so much in collaboration with and someone I really, really like, and it's a very dear friend of mine too. So I wish I could, tell the name, but I can't. So that is going on, and it's a very, let's say, an unnerving process. So as an actor, it's kind of a known territory. As a writer, there's a lot of feedback, and I'm blessed with what you call like WCC, Women in Cinema Collective, has given us such a sisterhood, like such a group of
fallbacks, right?
And they're all there. They're all like mentors, and for me, that really is helping me and my co-writer to keep forging ahead. And the other two, there's a lot of research. So research के लिए तो time ऐसे ही पड़ा है. Like so, there's researching everything. Most of the time is going with that, and then household work is so underrated in terms of like for me, when I'm working, when I'm shooting for 3-4 months, I kind of really miss coming back to a home where I am washing dishes, I am washing the clothes. Those are things that I can miss because otherwise it's all taken care of for you. That's like, I'm not talking about like feeling grounded and all that. I'm genuinely love keeping a house. Not too much, but like
just doing it for yourself, right?
I've always liked keeping a home for myself. I've not really taken care of a family or cooked for a big group of people. But it's kind of a very calm little routine thing that comes to you. You get up in the morning, you make your cup of coffee or your little breakfast, and then you sort of sit. So I'm enjoying that also.
That is so awesome. And isolating yourself voluntarily or involuntarily when you're writing is probably it's probably a great blessing for a writer, because flows then.
The thing is, as an actor, I find it also it's a weirdly solitary profession. Weirdly.
Sure.
Because from the outside, it just looks so like you're surrounded by people all the time, and you need to be, because there are departments that help you with your craft, obviously, so you need to have constant interactions with them, and still you're still alone figuring that out in front of the camera. Like still, like you need to put things together, and sort of it's an organic mulch in your head and in your body. So as a writer, I've actually been jealous of writers. Like how they can just absolutely block off and just be with themselves and just dish it out. Now I know why it's not something to be jealous about. It's something of like more of a military work. To just sit with yourself and have a discipline to show up and write every day. So to be self-employed, let me say, it's a very difficult thing.
My God, ask me about. I live in guilt every day thinking shit, aaj kuch likha nahi. Because when you don't end up doing it, and that's all. But
I'm full of bullshit though. I keep telling myself, you must spend time thinking also, Parvathy. You must also do that. You must feel. And then a part of me or my co-writer will be like, "Koi think nahi karne ka hai, bas likho."
That's right. Actually, it's just about putting pen to paper. Whatever comes out, then you work from there. Listen, but it's so great to hear you prep for your directorial debut. God knows, and everybody watching who's a cinema buff knows that we need more female women directors in this country. And More power, man. Really more
Thank
power.
you, man. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
You know, I'll confess one thing. I'm not just turn the fan off and I can't hear anything. Give me a 1 second.
Please. I can hear you really well, though. I don't know if I'm loud enough. Am I loud enough for
you? You're loud enough. You're loud enough.
Okay.
Hi, guys. Okay, we'll answer all your questions in about 20 minutes after
I'm also like, I've been trying to avoid all the comments here because otherwise I'll only be looking there. But hi, everyone.
Yeah, we'll do that in like sometime. I won't hog you fully. But
no, it's me.
Okay, my sisters are so sweet. Okay, so I'll confess something. I haven't watched all of your works pre 2005. I've only I got introduced to you via Notebook, which I still think is one of the nicest. It was a film kind of ahead of its times in its own way. And you played such a fine part in that. Tell me how old you were when you played that part. You were what, 19, 18?
I was 18. Yeah.
You were 18. You were 18.
I was just first year of college. I was just finishing first year of college.
Yeah, and I thought you were the nicest thing about that film, apart from the fact that the film was really strong. When you did that, right? Now what? You look back, whatever, how many, about 15, 17 years back. When
14.
you did that.
I'm 32 now. That's exactly 14 years ago.
14 years back.
Look back.
Oh, yeah. But when you look back, that was when you started acting for X reason. And now you have this journey. What do you think?
See, Notebook happened to me because I was in a Malayalam channel called Kiran TV. And I was an anchor in that. And I did one movie called Out of Syllabus before Notebook. And that like barely had any audition. I was selected and I just was curious to go and what is this action cut thing, and I did that. And a Notebook came with like a proper audition. Like I think they were the audition like 2,000 girls in total, like over a period of months. And an ad agency got in touch with me saying, "Would you like to just get it?" And I went in for the audition, and there were 3 rounds of audition. Yeah. And I had never thought of audition, the concept of audition. I was not exposed to all that. But then I was given Puja Krishna. I was selected. And it became I think that changed everything for me in terms of understanding what acting is.
Hello. Sorry, 1 second.
Can you hear me still? Oh no.
The thing is, you keep coming and going. Are you there? Hello? Hello? Listen, are you there? Can I request you to just join back in? Once, just add in once more. Saha, Sumesh? Is it from my end? Hi guys, sorry, there's some network issue. We'll just hopefully have her back again. Sumesh? Oh, okay. Hi guys, it's from her end. Okay. We'll just ask her to log back in. So many Mallu friends over here. Apna Mallu parivar. Enda Molu, someone said. She's coming. There's some sort of a network issue. She'll be back. This is the thing about the lockdown, no guys. You have to do interviews like this. And then there are network problems. Breaking the conversation and all that. Okay. Doesn't matter. Hopefully she'll be here. Sorry guys, I cannot accept your request to go live. Okay, 1 second. There are so many people. Yeah, 1 second. Hold on. Yes.
Hi, I'm back.
Sorry. So many people send requests. No, I totally missed it. Okay, I think it's better now. Yes, you were telling me that you got selected via an extensive audition process.
Yeah, and then I think it's during that we had workshops also, and we had a 1 week long workshop in which, for the first time, I heard writers talking to me about a character's backstory and like treating them as real as they were treating me, which was like I had zero education on acting or the craft or the skill, nothing. So that's what made me excited about it, because I was not asked to be, that thing that they say, just go and be yourself, just do it. Like suddenly there was a research attached to it. Suddenly you're treating the character like a three-dimensional, like a real person. And that suddenly got exciting. And for me, Pooja, why acting became extremely exciting was because the whole time we were discussing the screenplay, Sanjay sir, the writer of the film, kept telling things. So I kept saying, Pooja, if I was in Pooja's place, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done this. And so then he said, well, if you were living her life with her reasons, are you sure you wouldn't have done it? So for the first time, it became that whole thing of understanding something from a different character's perspective and performing it with doing justice to that. And after that, it was like, oh, this is exciting. And then what I took home from it also, even at that age with like very little understanding of the craft, is that I suddenly stopped myself from judging people too harshly. Like that thing like, that thing that we all do.
Yeah.
That stopped. So that became a very good kind of a take back. What's happening?
It's my husband. He's the one who's keeping check on the network. I'm listening. It's such an important. No. It's such an important thing you said. No, to not be judging the character that you're playing, because that character is not you, and he or she can do whatever possible in that environment and from the space he or she comes from. Secondly, to learn to not judge the world. These are two very different kinds of growth, right? One, you're growing personally, and second, you're growing as an actress. And I feel like you've held on to that growth so beautifully in the last 14 years and 20, 23, 24 films that you've done. Are you able to see that growth? Are you able to sort of objectively, have you watched yourself sort of, take that leap?
I have, as objective as I can be, except I feel like I still go back to the same roots when I get a new character. If I have any idea of, oh, I know it all kind of a thing, it humbles me down when I get a new character. And that always shows also, because if I'm performing and if I'm being mediocre or if I'm not, I know for a fact that like that whole thing of, it's not me, it's her point of view. It's not you. It's not you explaining for her. It's not you defending her. Just it's being her. So I think every time I bring myself to that access point of learning, I do better at work. And I'm human too. Like, I make the error of forgetting that. And I'm grateful enough that I catch it. Sometimes I don't know if I dropped the ball at other times, but I've caught it enough number of times, especially because that's the honesty part. Like the director or the writer around me may not be just as happy with that shot. And I've always found this to be true, and a lot of actors have said this. You can't lie to the camera. You just can't. Like, it's there.
You just feel it when it's not.
You will see. You can see the false note. Sometimes they may not be able to tell you what is wrong, but something's wrong for sure.
At least we haven't been able to tell some of the best parts you've played. In fact, in the last 4 to 5 years, in fact, since Bangalore days, all the roles that you've played, they've been different. Their demographic, their personalities, their age, their ambitions, their dreams. Very, very, very different women. And we've seen a part of Parvathy in all of it, but we have still seen them. We remember them. I remember the girl from Uyere. I remember the girl from Takeoff. My God, I still think of Uyere and it gives me goosebumps because I have not seen you play such a mellow, such a restricted. The craft that you've built on and off screen of being such a powerhouse, right? In Uyere, I saw you holding back because the script was demanded that in so many ways. She was feeling so restricted by her relationship, and I saw you doing that. And I'm like, oh my God, this is not her. She would not do this. How was that for you? I'm asking you this because it is also your latest film, and it is such a complex character that you played there.
I think it was. I think Pallavi and I, as Pallavi and many others, I believe, have a lot of things to in terms of how we are in our relationships and friendships, in terms of we don't want to lose the comfort and security of it. So you kind of keep letting things happen, letting things slide. And before you know it, your self-worth is out the window and it's too much of a pattern to break. So it also spoke to me a lot about as a girl, the popular notion and the conditioned idea that is there for you. I got a lot of men, but
one second. Sorry, 1 second. Sarah, Baba, just calling me constantly.
Let me look at all the comments.
Look.
I'm looking at all the comments.
Look. Parvathy Chechi, someone's calling you Talaivi Parvathy. Oh God.
And all. Okay, so I was saying about in Uyere, like that aspect really spoke to me. Where I don't know if men have felt that. I'm sure that relationships, it's not just about. It's more of power dynamics and feeling relevant in a relationship. When I was in trouble, he was there for me. That is why I'm here. So now I'll have to be there for him.
Correct.
So, and it starts in slow like little things, and then it just becomes everything. And I think, so that self-awareness, when it is lost in Pallavi, I could relate to that. Because I've been that in relationships too.
Yeah.
So for me, it was very relatable in those scenes where she says that I want to be who I am and not what you want me to be. And even if I don't know what I am, I would like to figure it out on my own too, So that really spoke a lot to me. And in terms of going after your dreams and being persistent, I think Pallavi was someone I would aspire to be. Like I think everyone has seen me, of course, through the characters. Like nobody knows what Parvathy obviously is going through in her personal life. I can vouch for the fact that I have taken so much strength from the characters I've played. Because I'm portraying it and you're doing it again and again and again. It kind of it's almost like, oh, I can be like her too. So I think through portraying Pallavi, a lot of things kind of became clear for me about my personality. That's what I was doing. Not just being Pallavi, but also being a little bit of Govind. Which was very revelatory.
Controlling and...
it's like, did I gaslight an ex-boyfriend of mine? Did I do that to them when I was... And I did. I have noticed that pattern in myself too. And I wouldn't have if I had not been in such close quarters building this relationship. And one of the wonderful things is having co-actors who are also thinking like that. Not exactly, it's not the same school of acting. And Asif, Tobino, all of them, when you're performing a scene and they change a certain tonality of certain dialogue, reaction. That's the geography that happens on set. That you're not only playing Pallavi and figuring that out, but you're also seeing how they are reading into the subtext of their character. when you're done with all the films, right? That's when all these little thoughts come. You might be having chai one evening and then you're like, oh, wait, I did something right.
Tell me, I wanted to ask you this. When you become stronger as an individual, right? When your opinions start becoming the person you are, when you are so clear about your where you want to be in life and how you want to react to certain things, does it then become difficult to imbibe yourself into another person's story, another person's world, imbibe yourself into a completely new person's shoes as an actor?
You're asking me when I am trying to be stronger for myself.
Yeah. When you become when you empower yourself as a person, when you're constantly trying to improve as a person, and you define, you build a skin right around you, saying that this is my path, and this is how I want to lead my life. Is it then difficult to walk into the shoes of another character or another world?
I don't find that struggle though. I find that struggle coming in after the movie is done.
Okay.
So when I get a character, for example, and I'm listening to a narration, and there will be certain aspects that really like take me into the movie, and I say yes, then quite literally Parvathy just is gone. Like I always feel like I'm a lot more invested in my characters than myself. like I would do more things for my characters, and that's something, to be honest, I'm trying to like talk to myself about it. Like if I were to train myself for a character to do something, I'd be ready to do it for that.
Yeah, I understand.
But then if I'm sitting alone and I want to learn that particular thing or this language, I mean, so I guess there's a lot more investment, and I feel a lot more responsibility, which I don't know if it's a good thing because I need to be that important as well. But it becomes like blinkers on, and it's all about the meetings, the conversations, the questions, and the research, and then going to the set and the whole process of it. It just becomes so beautifully consuming that everything else kind of stops. And I think a lot of actors must have said this. I have to say that it's also important to have a support system for that.
Yeah,
like my parents, my friends, all of them kind of are on hold at the time. Like they're all around watching that happen, and I don't know what it is like for them when I'm gone.
Correct.
And what happens is, after the whole film experience is over, movie may release later or something, and I'm back. I almost feel it's just a chore to come back to my routine. Like I can't quite remember what it is that I used to do on a daily basis.
Understood.
And
because you've been part of that other world for so long.
It's not like unbelievably disorienting. Like obviously like mundane things, but then it takes a while for me to set my pattern back. I need to really focus on that. And once that happens is when this questioning of self starts. Am I as strong, or did I believe in the same things? Has the way I opinionate about things changed? Has the way I question? Has my confidence been shaken after this experience? All this becomes sort of revealed. All these things reveal themselves slowly. I don't have to go deep. Because just by me being me in my life, the way I speak to my parents must have changed a little bit. Thoda actress wahan change hua hoga. And I'm like, okay, like Sarah is working, Tessa is working, Parvathy is working. Everybody is like a concoction of all of them and myself.
That's so incredible. It's so beautiful. It's just the beauty of the profession that you're part of. I mean, how many people working on a desk can say this? So
no, but you know, I have to tell you this. I don't have the faculty to put two and two together and the logical side of the brain at all. The minute anyone, and this is not, and so I sometimes wish that I could play those characters to have a little what it is like.
You had those skills, right? You could just fly a plane.
At least I pretend to have those skills and like internalize that. So but this is the way I think I would like to constantly reevaluate myself through performance, and that can be any performance.
Right. You know what, Parthi, over the past few years, I feel like you have found your voice. You have found your strengths. You have been out there so much more than you were in the initial part of your career. Out there not just as an actress, but out there with your opinions, politically, personally, protecting the peers in your own environment and your own industry. Um, has that been elevating for you, and has there been a price that you've paid for being so outspoken and for taking a stance?
Right now, at this moment, I think I've never felt like I've paid a big price or I've lost anything for what I've gained out of it. So what happens according to your popularity is how your voice is also registered. Now also technology played a big part. When I started acting, there was no Instagram. It was the times of Orkut had just started. So like at the time, social media was also not so rampant. But even then, whenever I gave any interview, I feel like I used to still speak about the same things. It's just that the voice got a lot amplified with social media and then the movies becoming commercial success.
Correct.
So, but that had never changed, except I'm grateful that when the time came, and even though the incident itself is not something that I wish I had never happened, the coming together of WCC now makes me wonder what I was doing or how I did this before then.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how isolated I was, because I was always sort of training myself, Chikyana, you are alone only, so you do this, you do this. You kind of also are made to believe that you are the only one going through this.
Yeah.
So when that changed and I found that company of everybody going through that common struggle, I don't know, it's like keeping a heart on your chest, and like everyone's got that network of keeping heart on each other's chest and knowing I see you. That was overwhelmingly comforting and scary too, because you're kind of taught to be a little scared when you're comfortable. You know, you're letting your guard down,
probably
you know what's
alert.
going to be like. So that changed over the last 3 years because of WCC and constant conversations and constant questioning each other and ourselves.
Correct.
Things that I was very proud of certain things, and I realized those are probably the most sexist way to think. And a lot of undoing has happened. So for all of these, I would pay any price.
It's incredible because, like, who am I kidding and who are we kidding, right? These are people, these are superstars whose films I have grown up on and you have grown up on. I was born in 84. I think you're a couple of years younger to me. And these are films that I'm a Bombay girl, but still these are films and film stars who are part of my world and my ethos, even today.
Yeah.
And I would go back and watch them again and again and again. But there were certain aspects of those films and certain aspects of the personalities these actors portrayed that were so skewed and so imbalanced that I see now. And you see now. And as an actor, to be part of that world and to fight that takes balls. And you've been doing it. Has it been intimidating? All the voices that came towards you, the slurs and the abuse, and even now, I'm sure you are facing some sort of intimidation from different quarters because the South cinema and our industry down south is so dominated by their male stars. Have you been able to battle that?
Still battling that. Not alone anymore, so that's wonderful. But I feel like I've not felt intimidated. I've always felt different levels and ranges of infuriation. Like, I was so infuriated. I still am infuriated when somebody is saying that I have the right to exist and I have the right to be treated respectfully, and that is being questioned. You're like, it doesn't make sense. Like, logically, why is it that I have to still explain what respect is? Why is it that I have to fight for that? And that kind of, that's just basic common sense for us, right? Because we treat ourselves as individuals. And you constantly sort of decondition yourself. And the more you scrape it down, the more you find layers in yourself. So it's been this very, very, what do you call that? it gives you a lot of perspective and growth. It's very rewarding, the process of learning, but it's also extremely exhausting. You realize there is no taking a break from it. This is not, you just can't take a break from it. Because once your eyes are opened and the layers are peeled, you can't unsee things anymore.
And you won't lie to yourself because you've made that choice.
I mean, I guess there are people who can, at some point, for their sanity or want to numb it out, they stop seeing things and whatever works for them. But I guess there are times you're just tired, and we say that to each other too. Like, we keep trying and then things come back to again the same thing. Again, the same thing must happen in the industry. Somebody else gets attacked or affected. The same kind of misogyny and drama and disrespect and racism is shown in films, and those films become successful, and then suddenly we are like, did we make sense at all? And then you are like, nee, let's take our tools and start talking to them again, But I guess what we've learned, I say we because I cannot say I anymore. I feel so embedded in the larger scope of things now. Like, the I-ness has been taken away. I think ever since the biggest onslaught of attacks started happening since WCC and the Kasaba issue and all that, I started seeing I'm not the actual problem here. The fact that I'm a woman is the problem. So it's a we at this point. What we've learned is that there has to be different strategies to communicate, and communication is key. And you can't shout all the time. You need to be alive to fight. You need to sustain your sanity to fight. So take turns taking care of each other, and if one is low, the other one picks you up, and all that. So I guess battle will continue. I guess I guess what I've realized also is that I'm here because of all the women who never gave up and chose comfort and numbness. So I guess I would rather join their ranks.
There is a huge change and evolution or revolution or whatever you want to call it in Malayalam cinema that's being spoken about in the past few years. In fact, it's in India, it's the industry that's turning out the best work today, and me and you, we cannot deny it. There are some fabulous films that are coming out of that industry. On the other hand, we have these bunch of women, not just actresses, but women workers who are constantly struggling to keep their dignity alive, to maintain some sort of balance in that work culture. Do you see a dichotomy, and do you see it changing?
I see it changing. I do see it changing, but it's an undercurrent at this point. And it needs to get fortified. And I guess what I would like to see is more conversations, not just in public, but within the industry. I wish more women would reach out to us, the ones who have started speaking, and that at some point it's very difficult because everybody has different stakes in the game. I mean, everybody is in a different situation financially, so they can't be blamed at this point for a choice that they've made, because they are basically victim to a patriarchal setup. And some of us were either brave enough or fortunate and financially well off enough to make that choice, to choose our dignity over anything else. But here we are, the ones who are well off, trying to figure out strategy but we can't do it alone. We do need them eventually to come out and tell us the truth. That is changing slowly, but we have to keep at it. We cannot at any point give up. But I'm grateful for the kind of films that are coming out now, where I see even at workplace that has changed the way people treat each other, where people are seeing.
You see that. You see a tangible change. Tell me how.
I do see it. See, we call out bullshit a lot more. I've also worked recently in films where men have genuinely, it seems so weird because they genuinely are shocked when we ask for what we deserve, right? Like things like as basic as sanitation, right? They fight against it. They're like, no, it's not allowed, and then we question them, and that questioning is very new for them. There's like deer in the headlights expression on their face most of the time by doing that. So we have that on one hand. Another hand where there is just equality as a given. And that's a wonderful place to just come and see that men, women, and trans people, everybody working together in harmony where none of their genders actually is mattering, but their talent and the skill they're putting out. I've worked in that also, where I found that to be a lot more effortless than the other setup, where a lot of mind games are still happening, a lot of undoing of patriarchy is still happening, where they're like, oh, we mean the best, but they actually do the worst to you. So you have to also play the system in a way that you are bringing it down still, you're still stripping it off. I've worked in such films in the last 3 years, and I've seen things change. I've seen actresses being more vocal about what they're uncomfortable with, without them being scared. And I've had one such conversation with an actor, I'm assuming would not call me, where she was uncomfortable with her costume. Not because it was reading or anything, it's just it was not playing by the temperature, and I said that's a conversation we can so easily with the team. And the team was a very welcoming team. So this was a fear that was conditioned from before somewhere.
Right. That I can't speak out.
You shouldn't speak out. What will they feel? Will they not like me anymore? Will they treat me differently? And I said, these are people who like you and love you and respect you, and they just want the movie to come out really well. So, and the next thing she went and did that, and it was done. It was taken care of. So sometimes it's just as simple as taking that first step, but we do need a vote of confidence. And I wish I had that when I was starting. I wish I had a fellow actor coming and telling me, don't be so scared. Like, go ask for what is good for the film. It's not something that you're doing for your own
personal privilege or
all that. So even as simple as asking for something that will better your performance or better your work on set, for some people is so scary, and that is starting to change now. And I see more comfort in women talking. That is a huge change from when I started. I'm actually lucky to see that shift from what
that transition.
No,
I genuinely believe that it's these group of women, not just actresses, but so many women from different parts of the industry who have come together with you guys and have done this, because I'm guessing even the balance of men and women on set is slightly is getting better now. More girls are coming out there and wanting to sort of do this job, be it as a costume designer or a makeup artist or an actress or anybody, right?
Yeah, and I'm hoping this will also happen, is that from the perspective of men also, that it becomes a norm for them to be around women a lot more. You know what?
And listen to them.
And listen to them, and also like the vice versa, and not be so scared of them too. Because I feel sometimes when I started seeing more women on film set, I realized that even I'm not used to seeing a lot of women around. I'm so used to being surrounded by men that I actually know the dynamics better than being surrounded by so many women, which is a whole new experience for me, because then there is a lot more feedback from both sides. And we need more representation in the workforce for every gender for that change to happen. We're far cry from that as of now. Let's be realistic, but there is a change happening. I'm not just trying to be optimistic. I'm too tired to just be optimistic. I have to see results.
But as long as we're having the conversations, even here when I go on an ad film set right now, I'll tell you, it's 80-20. The men versus women ratio, and that's a huge gap, and you just get used to it because you're just used to seeing it, and then you realize that why is this camera not being held by
off, isn't it?
That was my next question. Are you feeling like it's more democratic? The gender play is at least a little more easy and a little more fluid here.
It definitely, I've done one Hindi film. One set I've seen an absolute half and half in terms of just everybody being there, and it never
Yeah.
really occurring to me that I was talking to a girl or I was talking to a boy. It just happened to
Yeah.
be all of them in their position working. That made me extremely happy, and that was, I guess, again, not something that was so glaringly there. They just existed so comfortably. I really, that's what I want to take back, and I really hope will happen for all the industries, not just Malayalam, but yeah.
Yeah, but do you really, even for yourself, hope to expand into this space? Because I'll tell you what, the kind of craft and the talent you come with is, it's far too beautiful to be restricted by any kind of language or cultural barrier, right?
I,
So
yeah,
yeah.
hope so. I really want to. If anybody from any other industry is watching, hire me. I'm here. No, the thing is, I do wish to do more other language films.
Yeah,
But to
yeah.
be honest, and I don't know, I feel a lot more. The more I'm doing movies and where I am now, I feel I feel a lot more attracting to do Malayalam films because of the change happening there in terms of content and the kind of things
Yes.
coming out. I'm very excited about the kind of films being made.
Yeah.
But that said, I would love to still continue working in Hindi, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil. If I get the opportunity and if I get the kind of variety, I will be so happy to be going on exploring.
Now that you're going to start directing, I really hope we continue to see the actor in you. You can't
That'll never
because direction
stop.
can be very empowering. Okay, tell me. I'll tell you
That
this one thing: you go on set and you're gonna handle this whole set, and you're gonna
you've
be
done
like,
that, haven't
"Fuck
you?
that, man! This is what I'm doing," because it's very empowering.
You know Akhila, who worked, did your
Yes,
costume. She
yes.
messaged me after you put it up today saying that she worked with you. And that's how I was like, what? Okay, but I also saw on your bio that you're a writer, director, actor.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, this is here's a woman who's kicked all three. And
Listen,
that's really exciting.
Akhila was in Kude, right? Akhila
Yeah,
worked with
she was in
Kude.
Kude, yeah. Yeah.
What a fine girl, and what if you're watching Akhila, it's extremely talented girl, and you know what,
Yeah.
we did that film in such tight budgets, and I could like really barely pay Akhila for what she brought to my film, and gonna hire all of these girls again.
We
Okay,
have
listen,
these
I'm
gems.
going to, let's say hi to all these beautiful people who've been like literally giving me gully
Who've
saying
been
Divya,
cribbing that?
yeah, how
Who've
much
been cribbing
cribbing?
that I'm not talking in Malayalam.
Malayalam se
Why?
samsar kya?
മലയാളത്തിൽ സംസാരിക്കാം. പക്ഷേ no, seriously, I thought this was going to be in English. I didn't clarify that in the beginning because
No, it was in English. If you ask me to do questions in Malayalam, full poll will go.
Yeah, I mean that now is very unnecessary if you're being like made to talk in Malayalam at gunpoint. അതിന്റെ ആവശ്യമില്ല. പക്ഷേ
Because everybody I'm guessing over here, if you're on Instagram, you'll understand English, no? Arena, just say hi.
No, Shayoni Gupta said hello. Oh, my friend Adila is here. See, now I'm looking for my friends. She's saying. Okay, so I don't know if they asked any questions.
Yeah, they asked a lot of questions. Look, hey guys, see, this
Somebody
is your
wants to talk
time.
to my father.
Okay? Someone wants to talk to your father.
Yeah,
I know
all
both
the
your
best to
parents
him.
are lawyers, and
I know.
this academically woke family. Were they like cool with you just becoming a full-time actor? How cool would it? How was that conversation?
So there was this show on Surya TV, I think, called Sensation. I don't know if you've heard of this, but I don't know. Baki ladu the Arjinda. So Sensations was, I think, I don't know, it was all about modeling, and there was this Malayali manga show. And my mom sent my photos to it, and I got selected for it, and I walked a tiny little fake ramp they had created, and I won the Malayali manga contest. And then I got the offer for, so that's my mom doing that, okay? Like, she really always wanted me to do Bharatanatyam, things that she really missed out on probably growing up. You know, she really wanted me to be taking Bharatanatyam classes and singing classes, but my singing teacher ran away after a few classes very clearly because I'm so talented.
We'll make her sing before she leaves, guys.
I think all my friends will come and say no, you know, because I think. But no, so my mom was obviously very supportive, and my dad is the one who took me to the audition too. They were very, very supportive. No, not at any point, I believe. I think they're also very innocent and clear like that in their heart. If something very scary happened in the industry, they'd be scared too, as I would be. Kind of. So sometimes I feel like they are more of the children that I had to take care of than them being protective about me.
Yeah.
I've never
Someone
had
saying,
anything like that from my family.
okay,
Someone saying what?
Veena saying, so Veena is she's also an actress, Veena Nair, and she's the protagonist of my film, her first time. She's saying, knowing you're writing and going to be a director is the best news of today. We're all Mumbai Malayalis and very proud of you.
Thank you.
Listen, one of these days when all of this ends, so let's all I'll bring the lovely Malayali friends I have from the industry, and then we can trouble you with some coffee and all.
That'll be really wonderful. Hey, my friend Adira is trolling me. Friends who troll are friends for life. She's basically going on telling me to sing Chundari Pane. I don't know if you know this part of my career highlight.
What? No, tell me.
I went on stage after Charlie released in Dubai somewhere, and they asked me to sing Chundari Pane. And now I guess I get to redeem myself to talk about this. Let me take a little bit of his lifetime for that.
Yeah, please.
And I took the mic, and Dulquer had sung the song initially. I mean, the film he sang the song. So it's a very.
Which film was this? Sorry, which film?
This is Charlie. There's a song.
Charlie. Okay, go. Fine. Yeah.
Basically, he's singing about the girl Tessa that he meets in the movie, and because it's a man singing in that bass voice, I thought I'd sing like that with a bass voice, right? So I sang with a bass voice, and I really enjoyed singing that until I think they were making troll videos of it, which is very funny, by the way. And then I heard my own voice back, and I was like, oh, this is how I sounded. But I had fun singing it though, so I have no regrets. So
you want to sing? Listen, I'm very happy to hear you sing. Yeah.
No, thank you very much.
Achha, listen.
Yeah.
Someone saying, Parvathy and Divya, how do you manage every day to prevent COVID-19? I got 3 weeks leave as my wife is pregnant and I've been having garlic and turmeric. You want to answer that? Because I don't know if there are these home remedies or any sort of. There's no valid proof that this fights the virus or something like that. But you wanna probably say how you're keeping yourself safe, just for awareness out there.
Yes, not stepping out, definitely taking the lockdown very seriously, not stepping out. Most of the groceries and things are delivered, and the minute they are delivered, there's a lot of Dettol cleaning of the exterior part of things happening, sort of good washing of the vegetables happening. And I don't know any truth behind, I think basic immunity things you have to take care of to avoid smoking, taking care of your respiratory system when you know that that's the first thing that it affects, and it's kind of mutating to affect everything else. But definitely do not take this lightly, because it's scary that I just got to know that it's even people who are coming into your house and leaving. We never know from where they get it. So as long as you can and you really don't have to step out, please just don't. And my heart goes out if your wife's pregnant, whoever asks, because women who are pregnant. And it's a very nerve-wracking thing, because they have to be now those who don't have families along with them. So I hope they stay safe. Are we taking any questions?
Yeah, guys, can you please ask your questions now? We have 5 minutes. I'm only giving them a deadline. Because I think everybody wants to go and have dinner and sleep. And
I guess they all left.
No, everyone's here. Are 1,700 people watching. Hi, Parvathy, friend Akumo. Veena Singh, both of you are looking nice. Listen, you have to sing one Malayalam song before going. You please think about which one you want to sing.
Yo.
Well. A lot of people have asked for singing requests. From where you got this specs, SPX, which I think he means this chashma.
It's a regular specs from a regular shop in Cochin.
Normal specs, but I love these big glasses you wear. They look really cool.
Yeah, it's a very logical thing though. Apart from how I look, I just like to see more. When it's like this tiny ones, you have to like turn around your head.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone's saying I'm a big fan. When will you act in Tamil cinema? Have you done a Tamil
I need offers from Tamil cinema. Tell your Tamil directors and writers. Contact me.
Any upcoming Hindi movies?
Malavika is asking, saying my hair is. I took 15 minutes to get this curly.
What? You put serum and all for my show. So cute, yeah.
I cleaned my face and everything. I can't see it. I even wore kajal and mascara and all. Like,
dude, I think that's really like, I feel happy. Malayali, something, hello. Paru's always looking good. Okay.
so sweet.
Okay. When did Tamil, okay, something, I don't know.
What's the next
What's
movie?
your favorite Telugu movie? Innum Konjam Neram is my favorite song. Basically, that's what they want you to sing. One of the women.
You know who sang that? Originally, it was Shweta Mohan. And if I sing that, no, definitely not singing today. That singing story was not for me to get like.
Yeah, I'll also sing in my broken Malayalam if you sing.
Yeah. What are my favorite books? I don't know about that.
Good question.
Right now, I think this is my favorite book right now. This is probably the other way, right?
What is it called?
It's Flights. It's by a Polish writer called Olga Tokarczuk, I think. It's a Man Booker Prize winner from 2018, but it's a really good book. And I'm almost finishing. I'm like 30 pages or something. And I'm like, I don't want it to finish. Don't finish.
You seem like someone who would have really spent a substantial amount of time within the books that you love and within those worlds.
Yeah, but I'm also very lazy. My friends know that. I also oripify a lot. It's just that I think what happens is that I sometimes feel and overthink a little too much. So I stay with one book for a lot longer than I wish to. Because there is also this thing of I don't want to let go of something that I've gotten attached to. This is all very emotional bullshit that I'm talking about. But
I know
that's what I don't like burn through books fast. I do read, but I don't burn through.
Especially if they're good books, right? Like I think it's a good movie. I pause it for like 10 minutes. I do a little time pass because I know the film is going to end and I'm going to be like miserable after that. So I do that with films. Okay, someone saying, what's your skincare routine? Oh God.
I hardly even wash my face. It takes me effort to be vertical most of the time. From horizontal position to go wash my face. Just regular and a lot of acne cream at this point. Doctor suggested acne cream.
Okay. Would you ever want to work with Vijay Sethupathi? Both of your selections are really good.
Good question. I do want to work with him. He's a brilliant actor and I would love to work with him. What song is on loop? For both of you. Tell me yours.
Oh, you know what? I'm a very like a Bollywood Mohammad Rafi, Kishore Kumar kind of person. So one song which is always on loop is Ye Raati Ye Mausam Nadi Ka Kinara. I love that song. It's always on loop in my head.
Yeah. These songs give me so much. So again, Bollywood songs, especially old songs, even Malayalam old songs, give me a lot of feels. So sometimes it's a lot of just constant like beat, no lyrics while in music for me to write. Let me actually check if I can see what I was listening to.
Yeah.
Last thing I was listening to.
It's so fascinating to read these comments. No, please. See, can you read Malayalam? Someone said something in Malayalam. Jitin.
Sing something in Malayalam.
No, someone's written something in Malayalam, but I can't read Malayalam, so I don't understand. Jitin. Oh, can you see it? No.
Parvathy ചേച്ചി ഒരു പാട്ട് പാടുമോ അത് വേണോ basically Joseph ഈ കുട്ടിക്ക്
മലയാളം
I mean,
Red specs
I'm
rated
always
for.
amused how when it's like a public platform and you speak in English, how a lot of Malayali people
They
just
just
like,
get
ma'am.
upset. They just get
They're not
offended.
upset. They're just like chuma
Why?
Okay, so this is what I was listening to on loop today. It's an English song
Okay.
by Sasha Sloan. It's called "Dancing with Your Ghost." I don't know
Dancing
if
with
you've
your
liked.
ghost. Play you
Yeah.
play it now. Play it now. Can you
Are they?
just can you tap on it and play it?
Yeah, I'm sure. Playing it and all on Insta Live is over, Tirila.
It's like, yeah. Also, someone's asking, what was your favorite road trip? और मैं रोड ट्रिप माने रोड से ही जाना होता है क्या? ऐसा नहीं ना, कुछ भी ट्रिप
हाँ, I have a feeling it has to be a road trip. I'm like that. There's no rule book to travel, but I guess they actually meant it.
Yeah, I don't remember my last road trip. I think it was in college, long time back. What about yours?
This was, I think one of the road trips are just being planned with my friends right now. I'm very excited about that. But the only road trip would be Iceland. My friend Teresa and I, we went on a 9-day driving trip on the ring route in Iceland, which was
Wow,
life changing.
my God! But you travel by yourself?
I do travel by myself also,
Yeah.
but now I've actually made good friends while traveling. So now I travel with them. So we meet up and then we travel also. But I guess
Yeah.
I enjoy both now. Now I've got some really good friends with whom I'm enjoying traveling. That's a whole new experience too. So I guess I'll do both. Divya,
I just
I
hope
guess
our
I'll have
traveling
to.
days come back.
Yeah, man. I'll have to
Scoot,
go
na?
now.
Yeah, you should. You please scoot because I can keep talking. But bye guys, thank you so much for joining. Listen, thank you so much for joining and being so gracious and being so like patient with my questions.
That's okay. Just good to see you. Thank you so much. And please send me
Same
your
here.
movies. I would love to watch them.
I will send you
I
my
don't know if I
films
can ask
and
that, but send me.
I will send. I will send everything.
Okay.
Honest feedback is very precious, and I would like some. So
Will do.
thank you so much. Take care, and I'm going to see you face to face very soon, hopefully, on all the ends.
Yes. All good.
Good luck with
Bye.
your
Good night.
writing. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye, guys. What is this time pass talk that you all did? How many times I said send questions? Random questions people were sending. Ask about a craft or a good actor. Chalo. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I don't want to leave, but I'm hungry. When is the session ending? Please invite her once again. The session just ended, and I'll see if I can invite her again. But too precious. Time is very precious these days, guys. Okay. Love y'all. Thank you for watching. Call Sumesh. Sumesh is very camera shy. He will not come. But he's behind the camera. He's manning the show. Okay, bye guys. No, I haven't had. No, I have had my food. And I'm going to go now. Thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow I am back. Tomorrow I'm coming back with yet another lovely female actor. She has also made her directorial debut actually, and yes, we'll talk to her. I won't tell you who it is. I'll tell you tomorrow. Okay. Bye guys. Love y'all. Bye Kritika. Bye Veena. She's not gonna come now. She's gone. People have like a life to live. Okay, bye. Bye guys.